years, Wales Rally Great Britain has provided many memorable moments, with world titles being both won and lost here.
You're the best in the world!
This event may have moved from its traditional end-of-season position, but you can still expect plenty of drama. Many of those memorable moments have been provided by Subaru. 7 wins in the last 10 years is their record. And current Subaru Golden Boy Peter Solberg has won the last 2. Can he make it a hat-trick?
Yeah, I hope so, but it's a tough competition now and it's a good fight between many drivers, so I will definitely try my best.
The only non-Subaru winner in the last 5 years is Marcus Grönholm, who took his Peugeot 206 to victory in 2001. And if Grönholm, Solberg and indeed Marco Martin and Carlos Sainz have any designs on the Drivers' Championship, they need to win here and see current leader Sébastien Loeb take a tumble. He's running away with things at the moment with a 30-point lead. He doesn't need to take any risks.
My first target is not absolutely to win, is to finish and to have some points, but if we can fight for the victory, we'll try to do it, sure.
It's a similar story in the Manufacturers' Championship, with Loeb's Citroën team 35 points in front of Ford. Wales Rally Great Britain is based in the Welsh capital of Cardiff. This event is made up of 19 gravel stages, a total competitive distance of 394 kilometres.
The action got moved in Cardiff City Special on Thursday night. Ford's Francois Duval went fastest on this 2.5 kilometre stage. But the real battle starts on Friday. The crews head from the service park at Swansea to tackle the 6 stages that make up day 1. And at a total distance of more than 180 kilometres, this makes up nearly half of the rally, a crucial day. Now, the plan was that the move from November to September might bring fine weather and dry surfaces, making this rally one of the fastest of the season. But at the start of day 1, the British weather is doing its best to make this a traditional Wales rally. Overnight rain means championship leader Sébastien Loeb faces a slow start. Second here last year to confirm Citroën's manufacturer's title, Loeb missed out on the driver's crown by just 1 point. So the memories are bittersweet for the Frenchman.
100 mètres, double attention, gauche à fond sur frein pour 80 mètres. Ouvrez double attention, ferme 147 plus, ferme 147.
He won this stage in 2003 and is quick again in 2004. Despite its slippery surface.
Sur droite 10, 80 mètres, droite 120 longtemps.
As the weather closes in, Peter Solberg, last year's Wales Rally winner, starts the stage. His aim is to win the last 5 rallies if he's to have any hope of catching Loeb in the Drivers' Championship. But the conditions aren't helping his cause.
100.
The rain has made the surface as wet as last November when Solberg won. The difference this morning, he's running second on the road to Loeb. Now Loeb is churning up the surface, making it muddier, leaving Petter at a disadvantage. A big disadvantage.
As the clouds gather, Marco Martin's personal horizons are hardly clear either. Ford still haven't confirmed their participation in the championship in 2005, and Martin has been strongly linked with a move to Peugeot. There's no questioning his commitment here. A wry shake of the head from Martin. Whether preoccupied by the future or simply struggling with the present conditions, Martin meets more trouble on stage 3. He's 4th overall, trailing Loeb by nearly half a minute. Carlos Sainz Williams won this rally twice back in the early 90s.
Derecha que corta el fondo, Wilson corto. Derecha que va izquierda porque se abre a fondo, acaba rápido menos se abre a fondo.
But he can't match his Citroën teammate Loeb.
Izquierda rápida poco tarde.
Sykes trails by 28.6 seconds after stage 2 and by nearly a minute after stage 3, claiming that the new setup on his Zara is costing him time. Another past winner is Marcus Grönholm. He's fast on this kind of surface, but the unreliability of the 307 still has the potential to hamper his chances. He's second fastest on stages 2 and 3, 19.5 seconds behind Loeb overall. Teammate Harry Rovanperä has suffered just as much from the 307's gremlins. But with both Peugeots finishing in the points in Japan, the team have high hopes for Wales Rally GB. Rovanperä doesn't start in blinding form though and is 6th overall after stage 3. Francois Duval in the second Ford is living under a similarly uncertain cloud to his teammate Martin. He's 8th after the first 2 stages of day 1. Skoda are back for this rally. They say that a good showing here will influence their decision of when to enter the championship fully. But this is an early scare for Tony Gardemeister. And the stall costs him precious time. He's nearly a minute and a half slower than Loeb on stage 3 and drops down to 11th. Meanwhile, teammate Armin Schwartz, who won the GB Rally here in 1996, benefits. He moves up 2 places to 9th.
But at the top of the leaderboard, it's Sebastian Loeb. His lead stands at 19.5 seconds. Grönholm, Solberg and Martin, though, will all feel they're still very much in it. Outside the points, Armin Schwartz in the first of those 3 Skodas in the top 16. With the best part of 60 kilometres to go before service, a remote tyre and fuel zone is set up. Here, 2 members of the service crew travel out into the forest to provide assistance.
Sebastian, you've been very, very quick this morning. Yes, this morning everything was okay. I think we had the right tyre choice and the car was going very well. I think also that to be first on the road in this rally was perhaps better than to be behind.
Well, Petter, Sebastian has been very, very fast this morning.
Yeah, gone really well actually. I think he had a good tyre choice and everything worked out very well, but fair dues, very good.
What about Petter Solberg?
Not on the pace like we should have been, but we're gonna try now.
Whatever the weather, Wales Rally GB is always popular with the fans, who turn out in large numbers every year. Not so popular perhaps with Nico Hervonen, who's retired on both his previous attempts. This year, metal foliage have blocked the Subaru's radiator and the car's overheating. His engine goes into safe mode, slowing him down. Difficulties too for Mark Higgins. He's the best placed British driver, 10th overall.
Left 5 minus long. Left 5 minus long opens in over crest and left 4 plus. Come on, Marky.
That stall costs him precious seconds.
Right, and feet and left 4 plus.
Position. 17-year-old Matthew Wilson, making his WRC debut, is another driver of interest to the British fans, and he's of particular interest to Ford boss Malcolm Wilson, his father. In the works Ford, Francois Duval started to make some headway. He's 7th coming into stage 4. Just 1.3 seconds behind Harry Rovanperä. He beats the Ford to move up to 6th place, with a margin of just 0.3 seconds. His team Marco Martin's dramas continue, however.
He definitely had a dose of adrenaline for breakfast. He's been driving with real aggression this morning, using every inch of the road to
minus right
demonstrate the
slow
limit.
over long crest. 50, braking to left tightness to 3 minus heavy.
But, whoa! It was a massive moment. And he was very lucky to get away with it.
Right,
I think at this pace, he's really going to have to slow up a little bit as the next one will be
easy
determined.
right, long tightness to 3 minus hail.
You're seeing the Marco Martin ball.
Sorry,
His championship hopes are not gone
24
yet.
left long.
But he needs to win here to give himself a real chance.
25 right.
Early leader Sebastian Loeb is starting to look more cautious.
We are probably seeing Sebastian thinking of his championship title at the moment. And now he has to contend with a lot more mud and gravel on the road on the second run through these stages. Finish, finish, finish. That's what he's thinking about, I'm sure.
Marcus Gronholm is fastest on the second run through Brecva. He's faster than Loeb on stage 5, reducing the margin between them to 14.8 seconds overall. Petter Solberg too was quicker than Loeb on stage 4.
Right into 2 right minus
Coming into the stage,
tightens.
25.8 seconds behind the rally leader.
And 3 left
Now
long.
his Subaru overheating
Opens long,
while dropping the
tightens.
air intakes just as happens to Hirvonen, but he still reduces the margin to 19 seconds.
So the fight back has begun as Gronholm and Solberg eat into Loeb's lead. The three of them now covered by just 19 seconds. Marco Martin is fourth after an adventurous start to the rally.
Marco, it sounds like you've had quite a morning.
Yes, a lot of exciting moments, but not so much speed, more moments. The worst one was in the last stage when they slid off the road on 6th gear and went off like 2 times after that even in the same place, so it was like 3 times off the road and then ended back on the road, which was a bit of a surprise.
Petter, it actually sounds like classic Welsh conditions out there.
Yeah, it's like normal, no difference to last year, it's exactly the same.
Looking forward, can you reel Sebastian Loeb in? He's been very quick.
Yeah, but we have found something with the car now, so should be okay.
Both you and Petter, you've got to get your foot down to catch Sebastian. He's really setting the pace.
Yeah, he was okay. He had a slight advantage to be first, to be honest. But then second run. Okay, I hope we can catch him.
Even on a wet Friday afternoon, rally fans have flocked to the Horses Arena, a purpose-built spectators area. With the date change, the organisers had hoped to see sunglasses, not umbrellas, but the Indian summers fell
Sur
short.
42 mètres, gauche 100 moins. Attention, 50 mètres, droite 80 plus 12.
Sebastian Loeb not planning to slow so much to his liking. There's more need for road surface here, and with a limited number of tyres available to the crews, Loeb, who wanted to use a very soft compound here, has decided to drive on the same set used for stages 2 and 3 this morning. Fans of the defending world champion are well represented in Wales. And Petter Solberg is giving them a performance to remember. This is the longest stage of the rally, and the Norwegians hoping to use the 32.5 kilometres to make further inroads into Loeb's lead.
Early sharp ball, right bus. So keep right.
Last year, Loeb led on the early stages, but Solberg took the rally lead in the afternoon.
And line into 3
With
right.
19 seconds to make up, that might be beyond him.
30.
But he does beat the Frenchman, reducing the gap between them to 12 seconds overall. For Marcus Gronholm, Wales is less of a happy hunting ground. He comes into the stage 4.2 seconds ahead of Solberg, but can he pull away from him, or will the margin between them shrink? Well, he's already slower.
8 vaseri jouhee sisältä.
And that's it, he's lost second place.
Maali. Puhutaan. Mikä mua vaivasti? Stage is clear for Markus.
Marcus, with the splits we were hearing, you'd have dropped behind Petter. How was it?
I don't know. I was not confident when we were driving.
Not at all.
I don't know why.
His teammate Harry Rovanperä is having an equally torrid time. Remember day one in Argentina? Rovanperä lost acres of time when his power steering failed. Same fault 4 rallies on, and same effect. Rovanperä drops 25 seconds. In the third 307, Daniel Carlson's making a debut appearance, and he wants to make a good impression. The young Swede hopes the fans can help get the 307 out the ditch.
More people! Yes! More! Behind the car! Behind the car!
Not enough manpower or horsepower. He's burnt out his clutch and his rally's over.
So Petter Solberg, the man on the move, into second position and now just 12 seconds behind rally leader Loeb, who must be beginning to look over his shoulder, the defending world champion on the charge.
Sebastian, Petter's starting to put a bit of pressure on you.
Yes, he's coming back. I think that the conditions are not always the same this morning, and sometimes I think he has a bit an advantage with his car, with his tire. Sometimes it's me, and but now it's very close.
Petter, you're really starting to turn up the heat on Sebastian Loeb now.
Yeah, it's good. That was the plan, and after we got the suspension sorted this morning, everything has been working very well.
You seem full of confidence.
Yeah, it feels very good. Feels very good.
Same as the last 2 years?
Yeah.
It's a bit early to talk about that sort of thing.
Early, but things is going very well.
Historically, the fans have always turned out in force for the Great Britain Rally. Its popularity and profile is such that the Welsh Assembly were persuaded to give financial support to the event, the only one in the WRC calendar to have the local government as the main sponsor.
Well, when the opportunity came up to acquire the sponsorship of what was the British leg of the World Rally Championship, I instructed my officials under WDA to go out and seriously negotiate, because we saw this as a way of promoting Wales and showing Wales as a great showcase in terms of engineering, industry, motorsport and tourism.
The second run through the longest stage. It's early evening in Wales. Patches of fog and spells of heavy rain make Riora even more chilly. In 10th place overall is Armin Schwartz. In the highest place, Skoda. Just one stage to go to get all 3 of the Czech manufacturer's cars home safely at the end of day 1. But that is the end of Schwartz's rally, and the smoke in the car is the Skoda's fire extinguisher, set off by the impact. Mikko Hirvonen said earlier today he was enjoying Wales Rally GB. These roads are new to him though, as the young Finns never got beyond the early stages, retiring on Troll's Pro for the past 2 years. Riola very nearly sees him off this year. That was a close call, but he makes it to fight a second day. In the second Ford, Francois Duval has concerns of his own. The Focus's brakes have failed. An impact bent the chassis of Duval 90 seconds and he drops to 7th. As for Harry Rovanperä just behind him on the table, he can't capitalise. A collision with the rocks damaged his gearbox. And he's stuck in second gear. Mind you, at least the fact of the rock means we can't blame those 307 gremlins. This time, he drops to 8th. Further up the leaderboard, teammate Marcus Gronholm wants to regain second place from Petter Solberg. And his split time suggests he's on course for a blistering time. Perhaps the balance is tipped a little too far towards aggression. The flying Finn hit a gate post on the fast section of the stage. Remember, in rallying, caution does play a part, or should do. Gronholm gets out to inspect the damage.
Marcus, obviously you've hit something.
Yeah, in a high speed I hit the green, pole. When you have the two poles and the gate. Wow.
So Solberg has the chance to pull further away from the Finn. And he does. But he only beats Grunholm by 3 seconds. He's now 7.5 seconds ahead overall. But does that mean that he's also closing in on rally leader Sebastian Loeb? Once again, the Citroën can't match the Subaru. Loeb's 3.6 seconds slower than Solberg. He keeps his lead, though now it's only 8.4 seconds. The race is on.
Outside the top 3, Marco Martin will have to put his foot down if he wants to get on the podium, while teammate Francois Duval is now behind Mikko Hirvonen in 7th. Mark Higgins in a Ford Focus is the leading British driver in 9th, 2 places in front of the leading Skoda of Tony Gardemeister. The forecast for day 2 was for a marked improvement in the weather, but if anything, conditions have got even worse. 3 repeated stages around Llandovery make up the main part of this middle day on the Wales Rally GB. The crews then head south for a run through the Margam Park test, before finishing at the Cardiff Super Special. That's 8 stages, totalling 121 kilometres.
This is real rain. None of your drizzle and damp. It's the real soaking, saturating stuff. Sebastian Loeb starts day 2 defending a slim 8.4-second lead. But will his tactic be to attack with panache or to drive with calculated defence? We've seen him think of championship points rather than victory in previous rallies, but he seems to want to win in Wales. Petter Solberg needs to match or better him. But the force of his afternoon push on day 1 doesn't seem to be with him. Solberg is 1.6 seconds slower on stage 8 and drops another 3.2 seconds on stage 9.
One right past Titan.
As for 4th placed Marco Martin, a podium position must be in his sights, and he's fighting for it.
100 to stop.
But this is just another warning. Martin's had a fair few moments in this rally. Will another end his hopes or make him back off? Marcus Grunholm's in trouble before the day even starts.
Marcus, looks like you've got some major problem. What's happening?
We have a problem with gearbox. So we have no 4th gear. Sometimes we have it, sometimes not. So
just on the road section?
Yeah. Suddenly, bang. So could be that my fight is once again finished.
110.
But maybe not, because despite another episode of the transmission saga, the Peugeot, Grunholm is 2nd fastest on stage 8. Trailing stage winner Sebastian Loeb by just a 10th of a second. And on stage 9 he's fast again, battling the car and the conditions, and as ever, 100% committed. Another impact. Remember, he hit a gatepost on the last stage of day 1. This is the 2nd time in 3 years that Epind has caught him out. And for the last 2 years, he's been forced to retire in Wales. But this time, he gets going again. Not for much longer though. Just after the stage, Grunholm has to admit defeat.
Marcus, can you tell us what's happened?
We had a small problem with the gearbox and okay, nothing to do. I made after that a mistake because maybe I was not concentrated. One junction, I turn and I touched the right tire in the metal pole just behind the strobo bale. Maybe I don't see so well where the corner is, so that's it.
Back on the stage, Mikko Hirvonen benefits from Grunholm's retirement. This is all new territory for him, and the conditions are hazardous. He had a close call on day one, remember, and this isn't as bad, but it will prevent any kind of complacency. Henning Solberg in his privately entered 206 has already had a scare on stage 8. On this new, narrow and flooded section of Epping, just where Hirvonen went into the scenery, Petter's elder brother has another fright.
So it now looks like a two-way battle for first place between Loeb and Solberg on the Inmarsat leaderboard. Marco Martin inherits third place, while his teammate Francois Duval won stage 9 and moves ahead of Hirvonen to 5th.
There are no changes in the top positions on stage 10, but Loeb does extend his lead by another 3 seconds. Perhaps surprising his rivals, who might have been expecting more of a safety-first approach.
He has said that he does like these wet and muddy conditions, even when visibility is difficult in the mist and these flat-out speeds. You know, and he's clearly enjoying it. He really wants to win here for sure. There is absolutely no other reason to risk everything and push this hard. And just look at his telemetry here, his 50, he's really pushing right to the limit. I tell you what, Petter, he's going to take some beating.
You must be really getting used to big battles with Petter Solberg now.
Yes, he's always pushing very hard, and so yes, I begin to be used to, and but okay, it's good fun. But this morning he was a bit hungry, but he thought he will beat me immediately, and he saw it was a bit difficult. So now it's a good fight.
Sebastian was expecting you to be a bit quicker this morning. What's happened?
No, I don't think so. He was expecting that because it was the same as yesterday morning. Seems like his tires and stuff is working much better when it's so slippery in the mornings. So we will see now the second time through. That's going to be interesting.
Remote tyre and refuelling stops have been introduced on this rally because the stages are so spaced out in the Welsh countryside. A fact that also means there are more than 900 kilometres of road sections in between the stages, and on this rally that really is an added hazard for the drivers. Last year, several were convicted of speeding on public roads, and the police even stopped Marcus Gronholm from continuing in the rally because his car was considered unroadworthy.
I understand that you say, but I can go, so I want to say the last word. Yeah, okay, but you're not going. Okay, I understood.
And this year, Gronholm's teammate Daniel Carlson found himself in hot water on day one because of the lack of tread on his tyres.
Tyres are dangerous, your car is damaged.
Please, I'm begging. The drivers believe their skills and the high specification of the cars should be taken into consideration, but the police insist their tough stance is necessary.
We'll be looking at vehicle speed around the area, because obviously that is a main contributing factor to any collision. We've already had some 40 people killed in this force area this year alone.
The afternoon begins with a repeat of the morning's stages and rather brighter weather. But it's a dark time for Skoda's Jannik Passanen. He was a respectable 12th, but hydraulic problems end his rally. His teammate Tony Gardemeister is the highest placed Skoda. But the slippery stages take their toll on his tyres. Gardemeister loses time and drops to 10th. Ahead of him is the top British driver Mark Higgins. And he is in the points, placed 8th overall. Francois Duval has been able to impress and takes his third stage win of the rally on stage 12, Epping, where he also set the fastest time on the first run through. The conditions here have caused all kinds of problems to many more experienced crews, but the youngest WRC driver seems to enjoy it.
75 freins, pour droite 60, ferme 40, vainqueur 60.
Just ahead, the oldest of the WRC contingent isn't having such an enjoyable time. The limit to the number of tyres available to the crews, combined with the unexpected wet weather, means Carlos Sainz has run out of the right tyres for these conditions.
What was the stage like with those tyres?
Yeah, it's not the best condition, but that's the way it is. We have used all the tires now, all the very soft. We didn't expect so much rain.
But there are more time-consuming concerns for Ford's Marco Martin. A problem with his Focus's engine means he's short of power and is hemorrhaging time.
Come on, old girl.
He loses nearly 50 seconds over stages 11 and 12.
Long tightness to 6 minus.
He's now nearly a minute behind second-placed Petter Solberg. The Norwegian was fastest on stage 11 and carries the fight onto stage 12.
13.
A loss of grip here, this won't help him catch Sebastian Loeb.
2 left minus tightens, 1 tighten.
It could mean that the championship leader will start to pull away again. He's 15.5 seconds ahead of Solberg at the start of stage 12. This narrow, flooded road is new to the Wales Rally GB. It's where Mikko Hirvonen, Henning Solberg and most disastrously Marcus Gronholm had their problems. And we've already seen it's cost Petter Solberg a few seconds. So, can Loeb extend his lead? It looks as if it'll be close. No, Loeb slower. By 1.7 seconds, his lead now 13.8 seconds. On to stage 13, and the weather's looking even better. The roads are drying out and the sun is making a guest appearance in Wales. And things are looking up for Petter Solberg too. He wins his 5th stage of the rally, beating Sebastian Loeb by 3.2 seconds.
6 left plus 80, we're minus 2, 6 right, extra long,
the margin is still 10.6 seconds, but Solberg loves a challenge, and this duel with leader Loeb is certainly that. Third place Marco Martin's still struggling. His engine's lost power and he's losing time. At the end of stage 13, he's more than 2 minutes off the pace. And that means that Carlos Sainz can see a battle hotting up. Now the Spaniard is just 15.9 seconds behind Martin, the second Citroën scenting a podium position. And that's a temptation rally drivers seldom resist. Through Virtual Spectator, we can see that on the straight, Martin's not losing too much time to Sainz.
Yes, but look how much later Martin is braking into this next tight corner than Sainz. That's because he knows when he accelerates away on the exit, he's going to lose time. What exaggerates his power loss even more is that this section is uphill. There's nothing more frustrating than to lose vital seconds through no fault of your own.
Martin now faces an anxious wait to find out if his engineers can fix the problem at service.
Both Sainz and Martin are a long way behind the two drivers who've been dominating this rally. Loeb leads now by less than 11 seconds, and he has the added concern that he could be running out of the tyres he needs for the conditions.
Before the rally, everybody talked about the sun shining and the tyre choice. Have you got the right tyres in your arsenal? Can you rely on the ones that are going to be correct for the stages?
No, not really. The problem is that I had to use some old tyres every time. This morning again, we have some tyres for the 3 first stages and I had to use it again for the 3 next, and so I think I lost a bit time for that.
So in effect, it's these new regulations that we're using during the rally that are putting a bit of pressure on you.
Yes, it's what I say always. You can lose the rally on Monday. When you choose the tyre, if you don't have the right tyre choice, you can lose the rally before to start it. In some rally like here, you can have very, very bad weather, and so you need very soft tyre, and you can have sunny. It could have been sunny all the weekend, 25 degrees, and for that we need very hard. So, and we don't have enough tyre to choose to have everything.
For now, the Welsh countryside shows its warm and friendly face as the crews take to the longest stage of the day, Margam. In the one remaining Skoda, Tony Gardemeister is already more than 8 minutes behind the leading cars. And this could be a rally-ending moment. In the tug-of-war between the fans and the Skoda, the fans finally win, but Gardemeister loses another 29 minutes in the process. In 7th place at the start of the stage is the remaining Peugeot. Harry Rottenberger is chasing and catching Mikko Hirvonen. He beats the young Finn by more than 10 seconds to overhaul him and take 6th place.
Jatkaa huomioon. Vasen K+, kirraa portti.
Up ahead, Marco Martin's back on full power.
First leg, 6 minus 1.
He's determined to distance himself from the attacking Carlos Sainz in 4th place.
6 left long, loose exit. 3rd left right. 6 left long.
He's faster than the Spaniard, but by just a solitary second. Petter Solberg has even more cause to push. This is the Norwegian's last real chance of the day to get closer to the rally lead. It's great to have a fight on your hands, but much better to feel you have a realistic chance of winning it. And his pace is electric on stage 14.
16.
Sebastian Loeb, though, isn't letting go easily. He is slower than Solberg by 3.8 seconds, partly thanks to a slight mistake towards the end of the stage. His lead, now just 6.8 seconds. But he's a long, long way from being beaten yet.
And Loeb took back half a second on the final stage of the day, the Cardiff Super Special, the latest instalment of this enthralling Wales Rally GB battle.
I must say he has been really on the case today. Things have been working very well for him. I've been taking 3 seconds over the whole day, and I think it will be a different pace tomorrow morning, definitely.
How much have you got left?
We will see tomorrow morning.
Everything is possible for the moment. It's only I have a lead from 7 seconds only, and tomorrow we have 3 stages of 30 kilometers. So I think it's like nothing, and for that we will have to fight tomorrow again.
There's no chance of a Sunday morning lie-in for Petter Solberg and the Subaru mechanics, who are busy trying to squeeze an extra ounce of performance from their Impreza. While over at Citroën Championship and rally leader Sebastian Loeb takes time out to talk tactics with the boss. Loeb has 3 full stages and 1 super special stage to negotiate before he can claim victory in the Wales Rally GB. But Solberg is breathing down his neck, and with 90 kilometres of competitive driving still remaining on this final day, there's more than enough time for him to overhaul the Frenchman.
A bright morning for what promises to be a thrilling finale to Wales Rally GB. And Carlos Sainz has set himself a target for day 3. That target, a podium position. He starts the stage just 17.9 seconds behind 3rd place Marco Martin. Martin's aim, of course, is to keep his place. On stage 16, he's 3.5 seconds faster than Sainz, the margin now 21.4 seconds. But the big battle involves defending champion Petter Solberg. He won the last 2 Wales rallies, and he still has ambitions to defend his championship crown. So the Norwegian is desperate to take the rally lead from Sebastian Loeb. Meanwhile, the Frenchman appears driven as much to prevent Solberg from getting a Wales hat-trick as to extend his championship lead. He's not backing off. Solberg's ahead of him on the stage, and with only 10 kilometres gone, he's already 2 seconds faster. The Norwegian is on the limit here.
These roads are fast and flowing. Full throttle through these narrow sections will benefit a quick time, and Petter is certainly trying here. Whoa, he's much tighter than Petter expected. He's had to overcorrect to get back on line.
Keep going.
He was very lucky. A quick brush with the scenery there. But it's a warning for Petter. A fast but more controlled approach is needed. Now that was a new section for this year, and he's not driven on his pace notes, so that wouldn't have helped him at all. But just look how tight a line he's taking there, using every inch of the road to gain valuable seconds.
But that slide has given Solberg a disadvantage in the duel. In a battle this close, every little error is incredibly costly.
I went off the road. I got stuck a little bit. So,
That mishap cost Solberg 5 seconds, but Loeb is still under pressure because the Norwegian tore through the rest of the stage. Loeb was 7.3 seconds started and must be faster. He's on a mistake-free drive. Just 1.3 seconds. He must be grateful the Norwegian didn't have a clear run.
A bit too much pressure for you this morning?
well, of course, that's life. You have to push. We're not driving for second places. We're driving for first, and it's always a big risk in that speed. If you look on the inboard or outside, you will see it's quite amazing pictures.
8.6 behind Sebastian, 60 Ks left to go. Can you do it?
I could have done it this morning, so I can do it again.
That easy?
Nothing is easy. Then you would have done it.
Easy or not, Solberg still thinks he can catch Loeb. Behind them, Marco Martin looks fairly secure in third place, with Carlos Sainz more than 20 seconds adrift.
So the Red Dragon Rally's giving us a nerve-wracking final day. But away from that dramatic duel at the top of the table, Mikko Hirvonen is making history of his own. After 2 retirements here, the young Finn's come to terms with Wales, and though not setting the world alight, he's a solid 7th at the end of stage 17. Just a place ahead of him, Harry Rovanperä in the remaining Peugeot has overcome power steering problems and gearbox glitches to be set fair for a point-scoring finish. And in 4th place overall, Francois Duval's done himself no disservice. With 3 stage wins on day 2 and a top 4 time on this second run through Ronda, he's underlining team boss Malcolm Wilson's view that he's the most improved young driver in the WRC. But the thrills and spills of rallying are most electrifyingly emphasised by the duel between this man, Petter Solberg, the rally leader. He's a full 17 seconds faster than on his first run through the stage, and is up on Sebastian Loeb on all the splits. He's giving everything for this fight.
I think my front diff is broken. It's a very bad noise. Front diff or center diff. Very bad noise. So struggling.
So tense times for Solberg, but what's the damage as far as Loeb's lead is concerned? He can't equal the pure pace of the pursuing Subaru. How much time will he lose? His 8.5 second lead really is under serious threat now. 5.1 seconds slower, only a tiny 3.5 seconds now separate them with 2 stages to go. Who can handle the pressure? This must be incredibly tough for the chasing Solberg. What bad luck after such a fantastic charge. He's desperate to know what exactly is wrong with the car, and on the way to stage 18 in Morgan Park, he finds out there's a problem with his front left wheel bearing.
I don't think I can come through the stage. It seems very, very bad. Very bad.
What kind of difference does it make to the car for the general public to know? Like, what difference will it make?
Well, the wheel can fall off. That's one thing. And it's very hard in the steering, and it starts to vibrate on the brakes, so not good.
It's last chance saloon for Solberg, and he'll be wondering how long that wheel bearing will last. Perhaps he'll feel it's better to stay safe in second place than risk it all for the win. But with less than 4 seconds to make up, and pride at stake, it's a tough call to make. Sebastian Loeb's defended his lead for more than 300 kilometres. With just 30 to go, he must be desperate to keep ahead of the charging Norwegian, and Loeb's moving, uncharacteristically, from fast to dangerously fast. Solberg, though, might well be nursing the car to make sure the wheel bearing problem doesn't become terminal. Loeb hasn't made a result-changing mistake all season, so Solberg can't rely on driver error to pick him the win. And it looks as if the Frenchman is going to be faster over the first half of the stage. He's been eager to get his 6th win of the season here in Wales. Yes, 3.3 seconds quicker. Though that slight overshoot might cost him a little bit of time. And Solberg is blitzing through the second half of Margam, where incidentally he took time out of Loeb on the first run through. Make your own luck, they say, and determination as much as downright top-line speed sees Solberg back in with the pole. And that's a sign of real commitment. So how has Loeb's over-aggression and the Subaru's speed affected the rally lead? Just 3.5 seconds between them, remember. Well, this is astonishing. He's lost the lead. The story of the rally amazingly turned on its head in just one stage. Loeb now trails Solberg by nearly 6 seconds. And with just the Cardiff Super Special to go at less than 3 kilometres, it's highly unlikely Loeb can regain the lead. Unless, of course, something dramatic happens to Solberg. He seems to be heading towards a hat-trick of wins in Wales, and that is a remarkable achievement.
And winning here will be great for him, although not quite as sweet a victory as he had last year, when he did become the world champion. But can you imagine what he must be going through? He had a wheel bearing problem going into Margam, he's had a long road section down the motorway, and now he still has to complete the stage, and he's still not sure whether this wheel bearing is going to last after all.
It does appear as if Solberg is marching towards victory, though, and how must Sebastian Loeb be feeling now?
Well, Sebastian really did have far more to lose in Wales as he fought for the outright win. Now second is better than nothing, and he has a far more prestigious prize waiting him in a few rallies, and that's becoming the World Rally Champion for 2004.
And as far as that championship race is concerned, Solberg said he needed to win the last 5 rallies to have a chance of retaining his crown. And victory here is just over half a minute away now.
You've got to remember, he's driving a £470,000 rally car here, and he's just hoping that his £100 wheel bearing is going to last to the finish line.
It really is a fun to go now, though, and it does look as if number 1 of that 5 is notched up for the Norwegian. Once again, Petter Solberg is second best. Relief as much as pleasure there for Solberg. As always, there's a huge army of his fans here to support him. And nobody celebrates a rally win quite like Petter Solberg. He really is the showman of the WRC.
The final winning margin is 6.3 seconds. Loeb led for 16 of the 19 stages here, but he's still waiting for a first win in the Wales Rally GB. Marco Martin's 6 points for third place, just about to keep him in the race for the world title. And Carlos Sainz's 4th place makes it a good weekend for Citroën.
Sebastian, you couldn't quite hold off Petter Solberg, but a great rally for you.
Yes, it was a nice race. I think we were leading all the time, and just in the last stage he was very fast, and in the 10 last kilometer he was 12 seconds faster than us, and we don't understand why. So I think we have to work a bit.
That was 3 in a row, and that was the hardest rally I've ever done in my whole life, I think. The most difficult and so technical, so many type of conditions, and Sebastian, who had a brilliant performance on this rally. So I was nervous on that super special now.
With just 4 more rallies left, Sebastian Loeb is still the overwhelming favourite for the world title. Carlos Sainz and Marco Martin are clinging to a mathematical chance of catching him, but Peter Solberg is his only real rival. Citroën have also strengthened their grip in the manufacturers' table, extending their lead over Subaru to another 3 points here. The Inmarsat Star of the Rally Award goes to Ford, who's now scored manufacturers' points for 40 consecutive rallies, a level of consistency stretching back nearly 3 years, which no other team can match. Next stop on the WRC calendar is the Rally d'Italia, which is moving from the tarmac roads of the mainland to the gravel of the mountain roads of Sardinia. But here in Wales, it's a Norwegian who's celebrating, and of course a Welshman. That's co-driver Phil Mills. And don't write this pairing off for the world title just yet. To keep up to date with all the news in the World Championship run-in, check out its official website at www.wrc.com. But from Wales, it's goodbye.